at Stonewall and my time as an activist and my time as an organizer revealed some truths to me. It's that the world's a different place than when I grew up here. We have lived through Trump, George Floyd, COVID-19, Black Lives Matter, an insurrection, a housing crisis, a climate crisis, an opioid crisis, a student debt crisis. These crises are not bugs in the system, they are features of our system. And I believe that it's time to elect a new generation of leaders who are going to tackle these problems head on, born and raised in their communities, representative of their communities, and who are not beholden to the same special interest groups that have been holding us back from making meaningful progress, which is why I'm running for California State Senate to make good on the American promise that families like mine struggled and sacrificed for. This is about people like my mother. And it's not just my mom. For the countless women that are just like her, I watched that woman work 50, 60, 70 hours a week just so she could put food on our table. And I am worried that if you were to drop our family into Orange County today with the same set of economic circumstances, there is not a single way we could afford to live here. I would not even be before you as a candidate for office. I'm fighting for the economic dignity of working class families, students, and seniors, and that includes affordable housing solutions. The time for affordable housing solutions was decades ago. Right now, 55% of homes in Orange County cost over $1 million. If you want to afford a 2-bedroom rental in the Irvine metro area, you got to make $99,000 a year in order to meet your basic human needs. And who is that displacing? That is displacing our students and our seniors. The fastest growing rate of unhoused people in the state are our senior citizens. Students can no longer live on or near their campuses. Working class families cannot live near their places of employment. We need solutions for working families, and we can't keep proposing the solutions of yesterday. The time for the politics of yesterday is over. Healthcare. Healthcare is a human right, and in a state where tens of thousands of people still go into medical bankruptcy every single year, where the people who are disabled still don't have access to quality care, we need to expand Medi-Cal access to make sure every single Californian has healthcare coverage, and that needs to include mental health resources and drug and alcohol rehabilitation services. It's a silent epidemic in the state. As a person who's 5 years sober, it's something that's really important to me, and people need access to care. They need it now. We don't have any time left to wait. And climate change. I'm going to be a bold climate advocate in the California State Senate. I don't think we can afford elected officials anymore who take money from the fossil fuels industry, which is why I'm the only candidate in my race who's taken a pledge to take no corporate PAC money and no fossil fuels money, so we can be free to advocate for real climate solutions. And by the way, elected officials who understand the intersection between climate and housing and transportation. EVs are not going to solve the climate crisis. We've got to get 50% of people on the roads right now off the roads and into alternatives. We've got to invest in rail. We have to invest in buses. We've got to get infill development, mixed density, mixed use, and social housing developed near transportation hubs like the Irvine-Tustin Railway Corridor, which is one of the busiest railway corridors in the state. We can get people housed and in and near transportation to and from their places of work and their employment, and that also helps us solve the climate crisis. On top of, yes, market incentives for EVs and solar panels and making sure marginalized communities have access to weatherproof their homes and protect their homes, because we know marginalized and working class families are going to bear the brunt of a warming climate, and it's already here. We don't have any time left to wait on these issues. And finally, I've been told to not lean into identity politics. So I don't want you to vote for me because I'm gay, and I don't want you to vote for me because I'm Iranian, and I don't want you to vote for me because I'll be one of the youngest people in the California legislature. But I need to tell you that for my mom, for the people of Iran who are fighting right now for their basic human rights, chanting Zan Zendegi Azadi, woman life freedom, for the little queer kids who are growing up right here in Orange County right now, who are scared about what they're seeing at their city councils and their school boards, I want to show them and the world that right here in Orange County, the openly gay son of working class immigrants can go to good public schools and work really hard and grow up to make history and become its next state senator. So I understand this is a complicated race, but this is